Welcome back to 20 Years of Doom. I'm Temin.
And I'm Red.
We're back with Memento Mori. Jeez, I couldn't get that out for the life of me. More stuff. I remember this level for sure because I died a bunch on it.
And it's called Kinetics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is, there's a lot of vertical movement involved, I guess. I don't think that's what made it hard, but, it's nice at least.
It seems all the, excuse me, goodness. It would seem all of the random enemy placements as you go down the elevator for at least this part could make the beginning tricky. Verticality in Doom is always kind of a tricky thing, because if you don't do it right, you're just getting peppered by things you can't see or shoot very well.
Right. That elevator's kind of weird too. Goes all the way into the ground, but there's a rocket launcher on it. I don't get it. Is it avant-garde? Does that qualify? I didn't think so.
I would say it's just kind of obtuse.
Yeah,
a little strange.
But yeah, we're like a minute into this map. Well, I mean, I got a med kit, but I was in pretty dire straits for a second.
Yeah.
Although I did save that berserk. I don't know, man. I recorded this like practically a year ago. In fact, probably more than a year ago at this point.
Oh, goodness.
Holy cow, where does the time go?
We gotta catch up.
Yeah.
We gotta increase our velocity.
Yeah.
At an optimal rate.
Let's run straight up. Wait.
Wow, just that escalated quickly. Goodness.
Sorry.
Okay, well, this is cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually really digging this right now. I don't know why, but it's just super duper neat.
It's weird shapes, I guess. I don't know. It's fun.
Weird shapes that are doors and also walls.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm not sure who. I think the person who made this is named Avatar. I don't recall seeing that name on anything else. I get the feeling I missed a name I would recognize on the map info screen, though. I don't know. Last time I went back in a video to check something, I got majorly desynced and we had to redo the whole thing. So, not gonna do that. No. Lessons learned.
Yeah. But yes, it was Avatar. You are correct.
Yeah. It's completely, it's the only time I remember hearing this name is this WAD. That's what I'm getting at. Oh, I think in there, where I almost went but didn't, that's where, there's bad things in there. Gotta prepare a little bit. Well... Shotgun guys, yeah. Red key, sure. Come back to that later. I gotta deal with this surprise revenant. There, that's done.
Alright.
Look, you're gonna want to kill that guy first, because otherwise, when you get chased by these guys back into the elevator, you're gonna be in some trouble. By the way, oops!
Oh.
Good thing well,
I'm still alive.
I left some health behind too, luckily.
Yeah. So I did check real quick, and the only other thing that is remotely potentially useful is that the email address for Avatar is or was FS. Oh my god, I can't even read this. It's like FSMBM Fermi? Or F5M3MEFERMI.
No, not ringing any bells.
F5
Look,
Meme Fermi?
I don't know, but this arena has messed me up pretty bad. While you were looking at that, I was killing a bunch of things. It just didn't go very well, but at least I lived.
Yeah, that's good. My argument for not being able to read this email is that the blocky typeface for this wad is... some letters are kind of difficult to discern from others.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, exiting the arena is kind of obscure. You have to... I don't know. Sometimes when I lowered the platform, it would go down. I don't know. Also, I finally used that berserk I was saving forever ago. I was correct to have saved it.
Indeed you were. And there goes more than half of it.
Well... Yeah,
I mean, you'd be dead otherwise, so hey.
Oh god, see, this... I think I got killed in this area the most just because tight quarters and you got all these damage sponges and all you have is the shotgun. Well, I had the rocket launcher, I guess I'm all out of rockets, but...
Damage sponges that shoot big blobs of damage at you. Yes.
Yeah, yep. Had to go back and refill on whatever health I could scrounge up again.
Well, 67's not bad.
Yeah. I think back there was some platforming. Might have been optional. I don't know.
Yeah, not in the dark. No thanks.
Uh-oh.
That's a bad thing.
It's just one archvile, and it looks like it can't even get it. Hey, where are you going? Get back here.
Oh, that was kind of anticlimactic.
Hey, I wasn't done.
Wait, what? Oh,
there.
Okay.
What a jerk.
Well, he's not the Lord of the Lift. He couldn't control it.
I guess. It's kind of a dumb hiding spot, though. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, haha, I've got you now, Doom Guy. Wait, hold on, Salview.
What an idiot.
Haha, I'm back. For a moment.
Well, we've got The Inmost Dens 2 by Dennis Miller. It's the sequel to Inmost Dens 1 by American McGee, I guess. He had to thank id so many times. I don't know.
I mean, they gave us Doom. That's a pretty amazing thing.
That's true. And of course, he's still thinking Coca-Cola because that's what he does.
Right, of course.
He mentioned...
He's drink a lot of Coke.
Well, yeah. Sorry, I got derailed there. Oh yeah, he mentioned he uses NWT, which I believe stands for New Wad Tool, which I thought was something he programmed to, like... oh god. I think this was a whole thing with Obituary I never brought up, but I thought New Wad Tool was a thing to create wads out of this obscure file format he invented, specifically so his wads couldn't be shared on like mass compilations like Doom Zone and the like. But I don't really know, because from the description of this map, it sounds like it's like a level editor. I don't know, man. If anyone knows anything about New Wad Tool, give me the skinny, please.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything. But it did just kind of make me think of when arbitrary file formats show up for the sole purpose of selling the program that can use them.
That's annoying.
It is. I'm glad that I feel like, anyways, it is way less common today than it was back then, or maybe just things are so streamlined that there's no point to really even trying.
Maybe. I don't know. If anyone knows anything about that,
yeah,
please email us at somethingawful.com/ripping and tearing for 20 years.com.
Wait, really? We have that?
I don't know, man.
No, okay.
Look, it's on the internet. You can probably find it if you Google those exact words.
Yeah, probably. I don't know about the email, but you can definitely find the thread. Man, shoot, that broke my chain of thought too. Damn it.
Ain't I a stinker? Alright, good news is I think we're getting close to one of them fancy key cards. Couldn't say for sure since, like I said, I played this WOD forever ago, but, you know. Yeah, see, we're going to push this and a bridge is going to raise. Yep, there it is. We can get over there now, but first we have to do that. I neglected to mention it earlier, but there was a convoluted switch thing to get up to this particular balcony. And then there was a secret lift there. Well, secret, not really secret, but kind of not easy to find. But alas, I still need to raise the stairs to get up to the bridge to get the red key so that we may proceed. Luckily, this new area's opened up.
Neat. Kind of makes me think of like a little Japanese dojo with its architecture.
Yeah, sure.
Or a little shrine, I guess.
Like,
more appropriate.
Yeah, a little temple kind of deal.
Yep.
Alright.
So, I don't know if this has been brought up at all, and if it hasn't, I can't believe we haven't talked about it before, but did we ever discuss, I mean, yes, video games, but how bizarre it must be that the UAC has, you know, they've got red, yellow, and blue key cards, right? But
yeah,
they only work in certain areas. And they've got a lot of facility to go through.
Yeah.
So you've got like your Zone 1 blue key card and your Zone 2 blue key card. That shit's got to get really
check
confusing.
this out.
Oh, God.
One-dimensional switch.
Whoa.
Trippy. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it's looks bad, honestly.
No. Wouldn't that technically be 1.5 because it has one flat face?
Well, we're in a 2.5D engine, quote unquote. So I don't.
Right.
I don't.
So if it were two-dimensional, it would have two sides, but one side doesn't exist.
I don't know. But going back
dimensions are weird, man.
4D box toy. I think that's what you want to check out.
Yes. Go look at 4D box toy. That stuff's cool.
But going back to your thing about the key cards, they disappear after you exit a quote-unquote zone, so maybe after you hit the switch or use the teleporter or whatever, there's like a Portal-esque emancipation grid that, you know, only works on key cards.
Oh, God. So, UAC has this whole teleporting stuff more figured out than we thought, maybe.
Maybe.
Or maybe key cards are just, I don't know, maybe they don't survive the teleport. You know, highly sensitive electronics.
Well,
you teleport and then they just fry.
Oh, yeah, that could be too, like an electrical thing.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine there's a lot of static electricity when you're falling through a hell tunnel through dimensions. Just or like electromagnetic waves and other kinds of waves, maybe even X-rays. Who knows?
It's hard to say. They never really put any like Geiger counters or anything in one of those. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's another thing too. No Geiger or radiation reading equipment, despite all the toxic ooze everywhere.
Well,
just don't step in the green slime. It's okay. You don't need a Geiger counter. We know it's radioactive. Just don't look at it. It's not a problem.
Oh, man.
A happy UAC worker is not a submerged in green slime UAC worker.
I like to imagine the average lifespan of a UAC worker is like 25.
That's a little less generous than I was going to say. Well, okay. I guess, what do we define UAC worker as? Like manual labor?
Works at UAC.
Oh, just in general. So I was gonna say, if you manage to get into the upper echelons, or if you like run a department, I imagine maybe 35. You're still gonna die some other horrible way.
Well,
just because of occupational hazards or something malfunctioned and the entirety of your section got spaced. You know, depressurized and
launched into the void.
Right. But
oh yeah, I wanted to. This WOD has.
cross.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's got the requisite unholy church, but also custom textures, which aren't in this area. But the reason I wanted to bring that up is making original textures for Doom is hard, as I've learned.
Yeah, in general, making textures is one of those art things that I've never been able to wrap my head around very well. I mean, I get it, but it's the execution that I struggle with.
Alright. Like, well, obviously, if it's not obvious at this point, we've been working on our own Doom stuff while this has all been going on. Oh, hey, Archviles.
Hey, screw you guys.
But yeah, I wanted to make some textures for a thing we're doing, and it's hard to do and make it look good. So that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. I don't know, I think it's all practice.
I guess
That's what I've been led to believe, is that the more you do a thing, as long as you are grasping that you're, grasping the new concepts and improving on what you've done, it will get better. You can practice something for like 10 years, like say speaking English.
I was trying really hard to bait this trap, but it just wasn't going, so I just had to go for it.
Dang. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say you could speak English half your life after being from another country, and English is not your first language. You could, I don't know, drive your whole life. You could maybe try and fly an airplane, but sometimes just practice won't do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a mindset thing, I believe, too.
Yeah. Plus, I'm already not very good at like graphical art kind of things, but I thought I'd give my hand at this. I'm slightly more satisfied with the results, but it's mostly just me using tools on GIMP. Oh, hey, surprise! That wasn't the real exit.
What the hey? What? How did? Huh?
I don't know how they did that, but it certainly was surprising.
Oh. Maybe that was a bug.
No, that was certainly intentional.
Oh.
Like, they made it to look like, oh, that's the exit. You're gonna walk into the sky, and then the sky disappears. It's, oh, jeez.
Back then, did we have instantly raising ceilings?
Sure. Okay, this is...
Maybe that's what they did then. Maybe it just went...
Yeah.
Floor to ceiling opened, and oh, hey, there's level behind it.
But yeah, this is a map by Tom Mustaine, which, pay attention to that name. He also mentions in the description that he worked on the master levels for Doom 2, released in 95. His output for 1996 is kind of incredible, just by sheer volume, like volume to quality ratio. We'll be seeing
good stuff, huh?
Yeah, decent stuff from this guy. Plus, he does MIDI music. He's kind of a Doom Renaissance man.
Hey, cool.
But yeah, we'll see more from this guy later. I think I mentioned earlier that he got to the point to where he made Snap Map for Doom 2016, but
oh goodness.
Yeah, that's kind of his legacy, I guess. But yeah,
Wow.
96, he made a lot of maps. We're gonna be seeing his name a lot.
All right, well, I'll try and keep an eye open.
I'll probably bring it up.
I already forgot his name.
Tom Mustaine.
Tom Mustaine.
Mustaine.
Mustang? Mustard stain? Sorry, I'm trying not to be a dick. I just need a way to remember it.
Alright. I'm trying to come up with an easy to remember mnemonic device, but that's kind of hard.
Tom Mustaine. You say must really quick, like Tom Mustaine. So sorry, that was awful.
Thomas Stain.
Kind of dull, drab, but okay.
Anyway, jeez Louise. This is one of the maps I remember going like, wow, the layout on this one's actually really good, and like, I don't know. It's one where I actually was able to pay attention to the layout and appreciate what it is.
Rather than like, alright, where's the exit?
Yeah, sure. And of course it's got the hub-based thing, which I like, which we're in the hub right now, this kind of outdoor courtyard area.
Yeah, this is kind of neat.
Yep.
Digging the MIDI as usual, but I don't know. The map, oddest thing, this makes me think of like Unreal Tournament of all things.
Why is that?
Maybe a little bit of Quake, I don't know. I feel like there's something about the architecture, something with the way that you travel around this hub area makes me think of the way some of the areas of maps in that game are laid out. Right. Or like maybe a specific map? Who knows?
Well,
it could even just be like a matching color scheme and aesthetic. Like I saw a thing that reminded me of a thing.
Well, Quake
it's all muscle memory,
brown.
Man.
It's a brown map. It Quake's brown, so
yeah. That's true.
I don't know. Wait, we can't talk about Quake yet. Beep.
Quack. Quack.wad.
Yeah.
No, Quake.wad, where all of the textures are brown.
Yeah,
very odd art choice.
Yeah, I can't believe that didn't, land on the Doom World Top 100. I don't know what they were thinking. It's kind of.
Yeah. I think they were referencing an earthquake and that you were underground, and that's why it was all like dirt texture and brick texture for the whole wad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh well.
Back to wads that are on the top 100.
Well, we did. Well, now I'm thinking about the timeline again, and I'm just gonna spoil something. I was going to spoil surprise wad number 1. God dang it!
Not yet. I mean, yes, yet. We're out of order again. Surprise.
Yeah,
Hello from the future and the past at the same time.
Although by the time you listen to this, we'll have said these words probably like 5 months ago.
Oh god, yeah, huh?
Man, I wish
we need to get out of this year. It's so long.
Well, yeah. I just wish I could go back to the pace we started the thread at. We had 2 a week. It was great.
Yeah, we can try and push for it, but scheduling.
Yeah.
Scheduling is hell.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey.
That's one we haven't heard in a while.
Maybe relative to when this shows up on the channel, it might actually be the last video. Who knows? I don't even remember.
Right.
In fact, I was not even a part of Memento Mori Part 3, so I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, it's fine. So this, if I remember correctly, oops, yeah, that door is kind of a pain to get to with keyboard control just because I suck and I keep getting stuck on the torch that's past the door, jeez.
Oy, 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 oy.
Alright, and of course we've got our climactic boss battle. It
sounds so petty.
Well, I thought it was like a thing, like a paddle, but it's like a 90s fad.
Oh, goodness. What would that even look like?
Maybe it's like just straight up paddle ball.
Oh, maybe. Huh. I don't know. A faddle makes me think of like, so you've got your standard battle is going to be either some kind of modern engagement or maybe like a couple of people on 2 sides duking it out with weapons or maybe just fist fighting or whatever. And a faddle is like a really small version of that where a bunch of really nervous people show up and they kind of get mad at each other and nobody's really, brave enough to do anything physical and they all just weirdly part uncomfortably.
What the?
Like, imagine a big gang fight and, like 20 people show up on each side, but they're all a bunch of socially awkward nerds, and it ends with them all, like, kind of walking home with their hands in their pockets.
Alright.
It's faddle. This is the new... oh, ow.
Oops.
Merriam-Webster's dictionary.
You're throwing me for a loop because that wasn't what I was expecting at all.
It was like the first thing that came to mind. It was just like fatal.
Alright. God, did I mention I died a lot on this map already? Kinetics. Avatar.
Seems like it. Yeah.
No relation to the blue
James
people.
Cameron's?
Yeah, James Cameron.
Yeah.
At least I don't think so. That would be kind of weird. We find out
man.
like years and years later that the guy who made Avatar also made some Doom wads that he named his famous movie after years later.
Yeah.
James Cameron, did you make this map?
Oh God. He's been writing fan fiction about his blue Disney.
Look, that
What was that?
That run wasn't going to end well, so I had to end it early.
Just.
I had 1 health, and there were hit scanners everywhere.
You could have.
No, I couldn't have.
If you peek quick enough.
No. Look, I had experience with this map. It wasn't gonna happen, man.
Is that the first intentional rocket suicide we've seen so far? Like actually intentional. You actually blew yourself up with the rocket launcher on purpose.
No, we had one in Obituary where I got stuck.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bit different. This one was like you had 1 health, and rather than give it the good old college try, you're like,
nah,
screw it.
Okay, in that case, that was the first give up death.
Yeah. Doom Guy just puts the rocket launcher in his mouth.
The weird AA sized batteries.
Okay.
Battery rockets.
Oh yeah, sorry, Flynn Taggart's thing. Although if you look at the shape of the rocket launcher, I guess it would be more like, well, no, it does have like it does come to a close. I suppose from the way it looks though, from when you're holding it, I don't know. For the longest time, I kind of had the impression that it was open-ended like a blunderbuss. So I could just imagine Doom Guy sticking his face in like a trumpet-shaped or like a trombone-shaped hollow and just, Looney Tunes style.
Jeez.
With the rocket launcher. Yeah. Oh.
Look, I did bad on that map, okay? The end.
It was kind of okay. The end. Good night.